and her playing "It Takes Two" by Rob Bass.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, I'm steadily hitting rewind because I'm like, what is this? I need to like, I don't know what this is. I don't know anything about it. So there's all those little bitty moments of you getting a little glimpse of it, and then
Yeah.
finally being able to. I said the box changed my life.
That was gonna be my
The
next
box
question. Was
raised
like,
me.
somebody needs to do a documentary on the box? Like,
Yeah.
seriously.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I absolutely agree with you. The box definitely changed my life as far as being able to hear music. So, 93, or was it summer of 94? When did Thuggish Ruggish Bone come out?
94.
94. So summer 94, I remember I was spending the summer at my mom's house, and my brother calls and is like, "Hey, you been watching the box?" And I'm like, "Yeah, every day, duh. Like, what else am I doing?"
Every day, duh.
Duh. And he was like, "Hey, it's these dudes. They like in Cleveland or something. It's like 5 of them, and they rapping like real fast." And I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "But no, they rapping like real fast." Okay. So then eventually I see Thuggish Ruggish Bone, and it's like, what? How are they doing this? Like, so you fall in love that way with just watching and trying to write down words and
Yep. There wasn't no genius or nothing.
Is
there,
it
man.
me or did the box show more hip hop videos than rock or alternative videos?
Now, there is a thing. I do remember I first saw the box in 91.
Yeah, it was like 90, 91 for
And
me.
it was all, and remember the song. I remember the first song I saw on there. What was that? It was that song Betty Boop. What was that?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't.
Do you remember that song, Stacy?
I remember it.
now off the top of my head,
It was
what
like,
does it go like?
it's like Betty Boop.
Betty
Boop,
Boop,
just doing the dude now.
Yeah.
Betty Boop. It was, I don't even know if I made this up in my mind.
No, wait a minute.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know exactly what
So
you're
here's the
talking
thing:
about.
Betty
I
Boop
remember.
doing the Duke. That's in my head, and that's what I thought you were going to say. But I absolutely thought that I'd made up that song in my head.
I thought I made this
Yeah,
song for
I
years.
remember.
I thought I made that song up. I just thought it was stuff like
I feel so better for years. I've been wanting to say that, like, hey, does anybody know Betty Boop? Like, I know
Yeah,
I'm
I
not the only one
remember.
that saw the video.
And then
thought I made that up.
them two chicks, we like the cars.
The Trim.
The cars that
Yeah.
The Trim. Man, look,
and we
low
like
key,
the boom.
I've been IG stalking them for the last 2 years. I found them.
Were they British? Or
No,
were they
they're from Miami.
Oh, they from Miami. Okay,
That's Miami bass.
Okay,
That's Miami bass music. But those are the ones. But so it was like a weird thing. I was like, what the hell is the jukebox? My cousin was like, it's just some radio channel on 58 or
yeah.
whatever.
Because my brother was like, man, turn on 58. You can watch all.
And
the
they were playing rock videos and all kind of the stuff. And then like they played I'm Bad LL Cool J. I was like, oh, okay. So I would periodically over the years just check in on it and look at it. And then I just think all of a sudden one day they was like, we just gonna be black.
Yeah, by like 91. It had been like the next year because then you see MC Brains, Uchi Coochie, Poison.
Yep, that's
when BBD when Hammer was big. Because you see Oaktown 357, BNGB.
Right, so I'm looking up the history of that. So I didn't realize that. So yeah, it was
Candyman.
It was launched in Miami. So
it started in Miami.
Yeah, it was launched in Miami. It was initially a product of the Miami music scene. It was hosted by a group of local Miami-based rappers known as Miami Boys. So that's when the beginning, and then eventually, in 1990, Les Garland, co-founder of both MTV and VH1, was brought in to run the network. From 90 to 97, he played an essential role in the domestic and international launch of the interactive music channel. That's, I guess, when the rollout of actually having to pay for stuff with the 900 number came in.
Yeah.
So before it was just a call in, they just.
I think it was just a request if you get through, but you didn't have to pay for anything, though.
Okay.
Yeah, and then, but yeah, so many phone bills were run up because of me.
Yeah, because it was still a long distance number.
Because it's a 900 number. So they said, video cost between $99 and $3.99. And on national average, it took around 20 minutes to be broadcast after being ordered. Yeah. Which is true. I legit remember.
Because you can see it live on the bottom of the TV. When
I remember. I absolutely remember like being there and like typing in and seeing it showing up on the screen. I'm like, oh yeah, they're gonna play my video in a minute.
Yeah,
like an hour later.
Like I said, when my sister was on,
interesting thing though, I'm looking here. There's 170 different markets. So basically, it was whatever people in your city was trying to play. Basically,
that makes sense. That makes a whole lot of sense. That makes a whole lot of sense.
But I think in St. Louis, it was two different because if you had cable,
yes, it was one for cable and one for city.
Yeah, one for just regular TV.
Yeah.
I mean, it was 170 different affiliates. I mean, it's only like 50 major cities. So if you just doubled it up,
double up.
Well, my sister was on here. She told y'all like she was in charge of taping videos. She'd have a list that she had to go through every day. I'd be like, okay, these are the videos that we need. And she'd sit there and she would wait very patiently and press record when it was time.
Does it seem like every year they'll add something new to it? It'll be like Box Talk when the
Box Talk was awesome.
And then they always had a top 10 for every month, or was it every week?
Ooh, it might have been every week.
Yeah, because they always debuted a new video like for every week.
Everything was on there. Wait a minute, hold on.
Because I won three free videos and like this it was like this 1-800 challenge they had, and I won 3 free videos, and I did Wu-Tang Clan, Protection Net, The Good Girls, even though it was like a year or two old at the time, I just wanted to see them on my screen. and Aaliyah back and forth. Those are my 3 video picks.
Absolutely.
Like the videos that were like whoever had the city in the chokehold, of course, Crossroads when that came out.
It's Wikipedia mentions that. Wikipedia
phone is number 1 for
it says because the channel's playlist was totally controlled by viewers, anyone could request any video as many times as they wanted. And in parentheses explaining why some new videos like Bone Thugs Crossroads could be seen 10 times within an hour.
Shit, Crossroad. When I came home from school, that's all you see. How I started with that girl in the choir singing.
Oh, Mary, don't sleep.
I learned the whole song because it wasn't even on that album. It was the other version,
right? And going back to being able to purchase music. One of the most important things that we need to mention is with Bone. If you had the album when it first came out in 95, you have the original version of Crossroads.
Yep.
And if you still have that, hold on to it, baby, because you can't get it nowhere else. Because every re-release has the remix.
The popular version.
The Crossroads with an A. That's the difference. The other one's just the Crossroads.
It's the and
the other one's the Crossroads.
Right. And Wale, even though you're gone, you still got love from Bone.
Like that's somebody really does need to do a documentary on that thing because it was
the other one that Escape Understanding. I saw that a lot.
Oh yeah, really, all of my Luke videos.
All the Luke videos. Yeah, Luke got a section by himself. Luke got a whole section by himself. Him and the 69 Boys and
that's where I learned that. It wasn't on the radio. I learned.
They did not play Luke on the radio.
I learned how to P-pop on a handstand because I watched The Box.
Yeah,
that's where I learned it. You watch it. I learned it on the TV.
Yeah. Before crunk music, we had Miami bass.
That's all we had.
And
that got the point.
And that was when the big whoop versus whoop. There it is. Started. I feel like from The Box.
Yeah, you had 95 South and Tag Team.
Yep.
Right. And I still prefer the 95 South version.
100%. And there's a group of people that don't even know what that is that are listening. That the 95 South version. It's totally forgotten.
They have no clue that there's a whoop.
Yeah, I remember Arsenio Hall did the whoop. There it is versus whoop. There it is.
No,
I kind of remember it.
Arsenio Hall did an episode where he had both 95 South come out and do theirs and Tag Team do theirs. And it was
now I have to look that up.
He did a whoop there it is versus whoop there it is a night where they both were the main performers for the night.
Yeah, summer '93 had a lot of one-hit wonders. It did, because Paperboy kicked it off with Diddy.
Oh,
well, hold on. 92 though.
93.
Oh, that was 92.
Yeah,
it came out
from the 9 Deuce, another fat track. So that's 92.
But it was more released in '93 though, wasn't it? Let me see. Because I remember hearing it like towards the end of the school year, going into like the summertime.
My official response is I'm still playing it today, so I can't really tell you when it came out.
He's right. November 3rd, 92, Diddy comes out.
Did he?
So
Okay.
really, we might not have heard it till January, February, because how music was back then.
Yeah, you're not hearing it for 6 months till it get that steam rolling in St. Louis.
Right.
We didn't get it
so
to April.
93, you think that's the most one-hit one? That's a question right there, boy.
What year has the most one-hit wonders?
Yeah.
It's a couple 2000s. Not the year 2000, but like years. But 93 had, I think 93 had a good amount.
That's a question that I need some time to do some
research.
I need to gather some data.
Yeah.
Compile a spreadsheet and get some stuff together.
That might be a whole show.
We coming back to that. What year had the most one-hit wonders? Speaking of 50 years of hip hop, I just finished watching Ladies First on Netflix, which is about the women in hip hop over the last 50 years. I enjoyed it. It's not what I thought it was going to be.
What do you mean by that?
I didn't. So it's 4 episodes, right? And in my mind,
hey, this cool ass Scott from the I Love 90s Music Podcast. Hit that subscribe button right now. Like it on the SOLC Network. You finna get all the real deal on the 90s, the 2000s, and the splash of that 80s. Do it right now, man, and I'll be your friend.